Hello all, just thought I'd do a video. I'll probably do more videos in future, and they're just as easy. And here's Bankei, there he is, there's the star of the show. He's just waiting for more running. And yeah, I mean, the reason I set this whole thing up, walking into wisdom, but I did toy with calling it Be More Bankei. It's just a bit like, what people think, well, what's that? But Be More Bankei. See, if we were more Bankei-like, Bankei means 10,000 blessings, by the way, it's his name. But if we're more Bankei-like, there'd be less mental suffering. In fact, with Bankei, I'd say there's virtually no mental suffering. There's pain. So 3 years ago, he went blind very suddenly. He's got these beautiful blue eyes. Shy, he's turning away. And he went blind very suddenly. In one day, I was throwing a ball for him, and I noticed that he couldn't see it. Took him back, again and gave him a biscuit, he couldn't see it. Took him to the vet, nothing he could do. But he didn't suffer mentally. He'd bump into things, so we had to do, put cushions around the house. But what he didn't do, he didn't take it personally. He didn't go into a drama about it. It could have easily been something like, oh, I could see just yesterday, and now I can't. What's going to happen? Which is what we would do. And understandably, we have a different mental capacity, don't we? And he didn't get into the personal drama. That's why he didn't go. He didn't get into projecting into the future. Will mummy and daddy still love me? Will they still keep me? Will they still want me? And yeah, there was none of that. There's still the joy of life. He's still the joy of life. The day after he went blind, he was the joy of life. He's still running around these fields because he knew them. Still runs on the beach because he's only 6 now. But that's what we do. See, we go into our own personal dramas. We dramatise it. That's not to say if there's something wrong with the eyesight, or even I've had a bad back recently, you'd go get something done, and of course that's sensible. But it's the mental stories that do us in. The projecting into the future. I call it, more recently I've called it fixating. We fixate. That's what we do. We fixate and get lost in the mental realm. And when we're lost in the mental realm, anything can happen. Anxiety, panic, fear, whatever. There he is. Just waiting patiently. And when we're in that mental realm, we lose all this. Look at this. We lose touch with this. I hope it's not too windy. I hope you can hear it okay. Do my best to keep the microphone protected. And so what we need to begin to do is to, what I call release and relax. Release out of this mental fixation. That's the suffering. The suffering doesn't exist in the senses, the 5 senses. The ear never comments on what it hears. The eyes never comment on what they see. They don't dislike what they see. That's the job of the mind. That's the mental realm. That's what it does. That's where the suffering begins. The moment we go into fixation, there's a potential for psychological suffering. And all that brings. Like Bankei, he doesn't have views he holds on to. He doesn't have opinions that he wants to prove himself right over. There's none of that. He doesn't have opinions. In Zen, they say, don't seek the truth or don't seek happiness. Just drop your opinions. Drop your, I would say, the clinging to the opinions that they need to be right. There's suffering, the clenching. Because when we fixate, we also physically clench. And you can notice this. So, throughout the day, notice when you're fixating on maybe a problem or something somebody said to you, or something somebody didn't say to you, but you're still fixating on it. It's crazy. Bankei doesn't do any of that. He's just more interested in the ball. I throw the ball, if he can hear it, he sniffs it out. If he can't, he's not bothered. He'll leave it for me. He doesn't worry. Notice when you're fixating, guys. That's what we need to do. We are getting a bit windy now, so I'm going to clock off. Okay. Bye-bye.